Preparing for your UK theory test? Congratulations, you've come to the right channel. On this channel, you'll find everything you need to pass on your first try guaranteed. This mock test includes 50 questions, just like the real exam. You'll need 43 correct answers to pass. Quick tip, don't miss the last 8 road sign questions. They're important and can earn you easy points in your exam. All questions are based on the official DVSA study guide. Keep track of your score and let us know in the comments how many you got right. Let's get started. Question 1. What should you do before making a U-turn? A. Give an arm signal as well as using your indicators. B. Check road markings to see that U-turns are permitted. C. Look over your shoulder for a final check. D. Select a higher gear than normal. The correct answer is C. Look over your shoulder for a final check. Explanation: if you have to make a U-turn, slow down and make sure that the road is clear in both directions. Make sure that the road is wide enough for you to carry out the maneuver safely. Use your mirrors and look round to check it's safe before turning across the road. Question 2. What does the term blind spot mean? A. An area covered by your right-hand mirror. B. An area not covered by your headlights. C. An area covered by your left-hand mirror. D. An area not visible to the driver. The correct answer is D. An area not visible to the driver. Explanation: modern vehicles provide the driver with a good view of both the road ahead and behind using well-positioned mirrors. However, the mirrors cannot see every angle of the scene behind and to the sides of the vehicle. It's essential that you know when and how to check the vehicle's blind spots so that you're aware of any hidden hazards. Question 3. What will happen if you follow this vehicle too closely? A. Your brakes will overheat. B. Your fuel consumption will be increased. C. Your engine will overheat. D. Your view ahead will be reduced. The correct answer is D. Your view ahead will be reduced. Explanation: staying back will increase your view of the road ahead. This will help you to see any hazards that might occur and give you more time to react. Question 4. You wish to turn right ahead. Why should you take up the correct position in good time? A. To allow other drivers to pull out in front of you. B. To give a better view into the road that you're joining. C. To help other road users know what you intend to do. D. To allow drivers to pass you on the right. The correct answer is C. To help other road users know what you intend to do. Explanation: if you wish to turn right into a side road, take up your position in good time. Move to the center of the road when it's safe to do so. This will allow vehicles to pass you on the left. Early planning will show other traffic what you intend to do. Question 5. How would underinflated tires affect your vehicle? A. The vehicle's stopping distance would increase. B. The flash rate of the vehicle's indicators would increase. C. The vehicle's gear change mechanism would become stiff. D. The vehicle's headlights would aim high. The correct answer is A. The vehicle's stopping distance would increase. Explanation: your tires are your only contact with the road. To prevent problems with braking and steering, keep your tires free from defects. They must have sufficient tread depth and be correctly inflated. Correct tire pressures help reduce the risk of skidding and provide a safer and more comfortable drive or ride. Question 6. When will your vehicle use more fuel? A. when its tires are underinflated. B. When its tires are of different makes. C. When its tires are overinflated. D. When its tires are new. The correct answer is A. When its tires are underinflated. Explanation: check your tire pressures frequently, normally once a week. If they're lower than those recommended by the manufacturer, there will be more rolling resistance. The engine will have to work harder to overcome this, leading to increased fuel consumption. Question 7. You're carrying two 13-year-old children and their parents in your car. Who's responsible for seeing that the children wear seatbelts? A. The children's parents. B. You, the driver. C. The front seat passenger. D. The children. The correct answer is B. You, the driver. Explanation: seatbelts save lives and reduce the risk of injury. If you're carrying passengers under 14 years old, it's your responsibility as the driver to make sure that their seatbelts are fastened, or they're seated in an approved child restraint. Question 8. What does it mean if this light comes on while you're driving? A. A fault in the braking system. B. The engine oil is low. C. A rear light has failed. D. Your seatbelt is not fastened. The correct answer is A. A fault in the braking system. Explanation: if this light comes on, you should have the brake system checked immediately. A faulty braking system could have dangerous consequences. Question 9. What should you do as you approach this overhead bridge? A. Move out to the center of the road before going through. B. Find another route. This one is only for high vehicles. C. Be prepared to give way to large vehicles in the middle of the road. D. Move across to the right-hand side before going through. The correct answer is C. Be prepared to give way to large vehicles in the middle of the road. Explanation: oncoming large vehicles may need to move to the middle of the road to pass safely under the bridge. There will not be enough room for you to continue, so you should be ready to stop and wait. Question 10. How should you drive when you're driving along a road that has road humps? A. Maintain a reduced speed throughout. B. Accelerate quickly between the humps. C. Always keep to the maximum legal speed. D. Drive slowly at school times only. The correct answer is A. Maintain a reduced speed throughout. Explanation: road humps are there for a reason, to protect vulnerable road users by reducing the speed of traffic. Do not accelerate harshly between the humps. Put the safety of others first and maintain a reduced speed throughout the zone. Question 11. Why should you keep well to the left as you approach a right-hand bend? A. To improve your view of the road. B. To overcome the effect of the road's slope. C. To let faster traffic from behind overtake. D. To be positioned safely if you skid. The correct answer is A. To improve your view of the road. Explanation: keeping to the left as you approach right-hand bends will give you an earlier view around the bend and enable you to see any hazards sooner. It also reduces the risk of collision with any oncoming vehicle that may have drifted over the center line while taking the bend. Question 12. How should you use anti-lock brakes when you need to stop in an emergency? A. Keep pumping the foot brake to prevent skidding. B. Brake normally, but grip the steering wheel tightly. C. Brake promptly and firmly until you've stopped. D. Apply the parking brake to reduce the stopping distance. The correct answer is C. Brake promptly and firmly until you've stopped. Explanation: if you have ABS and need to stop in an emergency, keep your foot firmly on the brake pedal until the vehicle has stopped. When the ABS operates, you may hear a grating sound and feel vibration through the brake pedal. This is normal, and you should maintain pressure on the brake pedal until the vehicle stops. Question 13. You're approaching a zebra crossing. What should you do if pedestrians are waiting to cross? A. Give way to older and infirm people only. B. Slow down and prepare to stop. C. Use your headlights to indicate they can cross. D. Wave at them to cross the road. The correct answer is B. Slow down and prepare to stop. Explanation: as you approach a zebra crossing, look for pedestrians waiting to cross. Where you can see them, slow down and prepare to stop. Be especially careful of children and older people, who may have difficulty judging when it's safe to cross. Question 14. Where would it be unsafe to overtake? A. On a single carriageway. B. On a one-way street. C. Approaching a junction. D. Traveling up a long hill. The correct answer is C. Approaching a junction. Explanation: you should overtake only when it's really necessary and you can see it's clear ahead. Look out for road signs and markings that show it's illegal or would be unsafe to overtake, for example, approaching junctions or bends. In many cases, overtaking is unlikely to significantly improve your journey time. Question 15. What should you do if you become tired while you're driving on a motorway? A. Pull up on the hard shoulder and change drivers. B. Leave the motorway at the next exit and rest. C. Increase your speed and turn up the radio volume. D. Close all your windows and set the heating to warm. The correct answer is B. Leave the motorway at the next exit and rest. Explanation: if you feel yourself becoming tired or sleepy, you should leave the motorway at the next exit or services and stop for a rest. If you have to drive a long way, leave earlier and plan your journey to include rest stops. That way, you're less likely to become tired while driving and you'll still arrive in good time. Question 16. When may you use hazard warning lights? A. When driving on a motorway to warn traffic behind of a hazard ahead. B. When you're double parked on a two-way road. C. When your direction indicators are not working. D. When warning oncoming traffic that you intend to stop. The correct answer is A. When driving on a motorway to warn traffic behind of a hazard ahead. Explanation: hazard warning lights are an important safety feature. Use them when driving on a motorway to warn traffic behind you of danger ahead. You should also use them if your vehicle has broken down and is causing an obstruction. Question 17. What should you do if you want to turn left at a junction where pedestrians have started to cross? A. Go around them, leaving plenty of room. B. Stop and wave at them to cross. C. Sound your horn and proceed. D. Give way to them. The correct answer is D. Give way to them. Explanation: When you're turning into a side road, pedestrians who are crossing have priority. You should wait to allow them to finish crossing safely. Be patient if they're slow or unsteady. Do not try to rush them by sounding your horn, flashing your lights, revving your engine, or giving any other inappropriate signal. Question 18. You're approaching a roundabout. What should you do if a cyclist ahead is signaling to turn right? A. Overtake on the right. B. Give a warning with your horn. C. Signal the cyclist to move across. D. Give the cyclist plenty of room. The correct answer is D. Give the cyclist plenty of room. Explanation: if you're following a cyclist who's signaling to turn right at a roundabout, leave plenty of room. Give them space and time to get into the correct lane. Question 19. What should you do when you see these horse riders in front? A. Pull out to the middle of the road. B. Slow down and be ready to stop. C. Switch on your hazard warning lights. D. Give a right turn signal. The correct answer is B. Slow down and be ready to stop. Explanation: be particularly careful when approaching horse riders. Slow down and be prepared to stop. Always pass wide and slowly, and look out for signals given by the riders. Horses are unpredictable. Always treat them as potential hazards and take great care when passing them. Question 20. What should you do when you're approaching this crossing? A. Prepare to slow down and stop. B. Stop and wave the pedestrians across. C. Speed up and pass by quickly. D. Continue unless the pedestrians step out. The correct answer is A. Prepare to slow down and stop. Explanation: be courteous and prepare to stop. Do not wave people across, because this could be dangerous if another vehicle is approaching the crossing. Question 21. You've stopped at a pelican crossing. What should you do if a disabled person is crossing slowly in front of you and the lights change to green? A. Wait for them to finish crossing. B. Drive in front of them. C. Edge forward slowly. D. Sound your horn. The correct answer is A. Wait for them to finish crossing. Explanation: at a pelican crossing, the green light means you may proceed as long as the crossing is clear. If someone has not finished crossing, be patient and wait for them, whether they're disabled or not. Question 22. You're following a large vehicle as it approaches a crossroads. What should you do if the driver signals to turn left? A. Overtake if you can leave plenty of room. B. Overtake if there are no oncoming vehicles. C. Wait for the driver to cancel their signal. D. Wait for the vehicle to finish turning. The correct answer is D. Wait for the vehicle to finish turning. Explanation: hold back and wait until the vehicle has turned before proceeding. Do not overtake, because the vehicle turning left could hide another vehicle emerging from the same junction. Question 23. When may you overtake another vehicle on their left? A. When you're in a one-way street. B. When approaching a motorway slip road where you'll be turning off. C. When the vehicle in front is signaling to turn left. D. When a slower vehicle is traveling in the right-hand lane of a dual carriageway. The correct answer is A. When you're in a one-way street. Explanation: You may pass slower vehicles on their left while traveling along a one-way street. Be aware of drivers who may need to change lanes and may not expect faster traffic passing on their left. Question 24. What should you be prepared to do in this situation? A. Sound your horn and continue. B. Slow down and give way. C. Report the driver to the police. D. Squeeze through the gap. The correct answer is B. Slow down and give way. Explanation: sometimes, large vehicles may need more space than other road users. If a vehicle needs more time and space to turn, be prepared to stop and wait. Question 25. What should you do if you park on the road when it's foggy? A. Leave parking lights switched on. B. Leave dipped headlights and fog lights switched on. C. Leave dipped headlights switched on. D. Leave main beam headlights switched on. The correct answer is A. Leave parking lights switched on. Explanation: if you have to park your vehicle in foggy conditions, try to find a place to park off the road. If this is not possible, park on the road facing in the same direction as the traffic. Leave your parking lights switched on and make sure they're clean. Question 26. You've been driving in fog. What must you do when the visibility improves? A. Switch off your fog lights. B. Keep your rear fog lights switched on. C. Keep your front fog lights switched on. D. Leave your fog lights switched on in case the fog returns. The correct answer is A. Switch off your fog lights. Explanation: you must turn off your fog lights if visibility is more than 100 meters, 328 feet. Be prepared for the fact that the fog may be patchy, and you may need to turn them on again if the fog returns. Question 27. What's the national speed limit on motorways for cars and motorcycles? A. 30 miles per hour. B. 50 miles per hour. C. 60 miles per hour. D. 70 miles per hour. The correct answer is D. 70 miles per hour. Explanation: traveling at the national speed limit does not allow you to hog the right-hand lane. Always use the left-hand lane whenever possible. When leaving a motorway, get into the left-hand lane well before your exit. Reduce your speed on the slip road and look out for sharp bends or curves and traffic queuing at roundabouts. Question 28. On a 3-lane motorway, which lane should you use if there's no traffic ahead? A. Left. B. Right. C. Center. D. Either the right or center. The correct answer is A. Left. Explanation: on a 3-lane motorway, you should travel in the left-hand lane, unless you're overtaking. This applies regardless of the speed at which you're traveling. Question 29. You're on a motorway. The hard shoulder is not being used as a running lane. When should you use the hard shoulder? A. When you're stopping in an emergency. B. When you're leaving the motorway. C. When you're stopping for a rest. D. When you're joining the motorway. The correct answer is A. When you're stopping in an emergency. Explanation: do not use the hard shoulder for stopping unless it's an emergency. If you want to stop for any other reason, go to the next exit or service area. Question 30. You're driving on the motorway. Which lane should you get into well before you reach your exit? A. The middle lane. B. The left-hand lane. C. The hard shoulder. D. The right-hand lane. The correct answer is B. The left-hand lane. Explanation. You'll see the first advanced directions sign 1 mile from a motorway exit. If you're traveling at 60 miles per hour in the right-hand lane, you'll only have about 50 seconds before you reach the countdown markers. There'll be another sign at the half-mile point. Do not cut across lanes of traffic at the last moment. Move to the left-hand lane in good time. Question 31. What should you do if you want to overtake a tractor but are not sure that it's safe? A. Follow another vehicle as it overtakes the tractor. B. Sound your horn to make the tractor driver pull over. C. Speed past, flashing your lights at oncoming traffic. D. Stay behind it if you're in any doubt. The correct answer is D. Stay behind it if you're in any doubt. Explanation. Following a tractor can be frustrating, but never overtake if you're unsure whether it's safe. Ask yourself, can I see far enough down the road to make sure that I can complete the maneuver safely? It's better to be delayed for a minute or two than to take a chance that may cause a collision. Question 32. You're looking for somewhere to park at night. When may you park on the right-hand side of the road? A. When you're in a one-way street. B. When you have your side lights on. C. When you're more than 10 meters, 32 feet, from a junction. D. When you're under a lamppost. The correct answer is A. When you're in a one-way street. Explanation. Red rear reflectors show up when headlights shine on them. These are useful when you're parked at night, but they'll only reflect if you park in the same direction as the traffic flow. Normally you should park on the left, but in a one-way street you may also park on the right-hand side of the road. Question 33. You're looking for somewhere to park your vehicle. Neither you or your passenger are disabled. What should you do if the only free spaces are marked for disabled drivers? A. Use one of these spaces. B. Park in one of these spaces but stay with your vehicle. C. Use one of the spaces as long as one is kept free. D. Wait for a regular parking space to become free. The correct answer is D. Wait for a regular parking space to become free. Explanation. It's illegal to park in a space reserved for disabled drivers unless you're permitted to do so. These spaces are provided for people with limited mobility who may need extra space to get in and out of their vehicle. Question 34. What's the reason for the hatched area along the center of this road? A. It separates traffic flowing in opposite directions. B. It marks an area to be used by overtaking motorcyclists. C. It's a temporary marking to warn of the roadworks. D. It separates the two sides of the dual carriageway. The correct answer is A. It separates traffic flowing in opposite directions. Explanation. Areas of hatched markings, such as these separate traffic streams that could be a danger to each other. They're often seen on bends or where the road becomes narrow. If the area is bordered by a solid white line, you must not enter it except in an emergency. Question 35. For how long is an MOT certificate normally valid? A. 3 years after the date it was issued. B. 10,000 miles. C. 1 year after the date it was issued. D. 30,000 miles. The correct answer is C. 1 year after the date it was issued. Explanation: some garages will remind you that your vehicle is due for its annual MOT test, but not all do. To ensure continuous cover, you may take your vehicle for its MOT up to 1 month before its existing MOT certificate expires. The expiry date on the new certificate will be 12 months after the expiry date on the old certificate. Question 36. What must you have when you apply to renew your vehicle tax? A. Valid insurance. B. The vehicle's chassis number. C. The handbook. D. A valid driving license. The correct answer is A. Valid insurance. Explanation: you can renew your vehicle tax online, at post offices, and by phone using the DVLA Vehicle Tax Service. When applying, make sure you have all the relevant valid documents, including a valid MOT test certificate where applicable. Question 37. An injured person has been placed in the recovery position. They're unconscious but breathing normally. What else should be done? A. Press firmly between their shoulders. B. Place their arms by their side. C. Give them a hot, sweet drink. D. Check their airway remains open. The correct answer is D. Check their airway remains open. Explanation: after a casualty has been placed in the recovery position, make sure their airway remains open and monitor their condition until medical help arrives. Where possible, do not move a casualty unless there's further danger. Question 38. Your vehicle has stalled in the middle of a level crossing. What should you do if the warning bells start to ring while you're trying to restart the engine? A. Get out of the car and clear of the crossing. B. Run down the track to warn the signal operator. C. Carry on trying to restart the engine. D. Push the vehicle clear of the crossing. The correct answer is A. Get out of the car and clear of the crossing. Explanation: if the warning bells ring, leave the vehicle and get any passengers well clear of the crossing immediately. Question 39. What should you do first if your vehicle has broken down on an automatic railway level crossing? A. Get everyone out of the vehicle and clear of the crossing. B. Telephone your vehicle recovery service to move it. C. Walk along the track to give warning to any approaching trains. D. Try to push the vehicle clear of the crossing as soon as possible. The correct answer is A. Get everyone out of the vehicle and clear of the crossing. Explanation: first, get yourself and anyone else well away from the crossing. If there's a railway telephone, use that to get instructions from the signal operator. Then, if there's time, move the vehicle clear of the crossing. Question 40. When would you increase the pressure in your tires so that it's above the normal value? A. When the roads are slippery. B. When the vehicle is fitted with anti-lock brakes. C. When the tire tread is worn below 2 mm. D. When carrying a heavy load. The correct answer is D. When carrying a heavy load. Explanation: check the vehicle handbook. This should give you guidance on the correct tire pressures for your vehicle and when you may need to adjust them. If you're carrying a heavy load, you may need to adjust the headlights as well. Most cars have a switch on the dashboard to do this. Question 41. What does this line across the road at the entrance to a roundabout? A. Give way to traffic from the right. B. Traffic from the left has right of way. C. You have right of way. D. Stop at the line. The correct answer is A. Give way to traffic from the right. Explanation: slow down as you approach the roundabout and check for traffic from the right. If you need to stop and give way, stay behind the broken line until it's safe to emerge onto the roundabout. Question 42. A single carriageway road has this sign. What's the maximum permitted speed for a car towing a trailer? A. 30 miles per hour. B. 40 miles per hour. C. 50 miles per hour. D. 60 miles per hour. The correct answer is C. 50 miles per hour. Explanation: when you're towing a trailer, a reduced speed limit also applies on dual carriageways and motorways. These lower speed limits apply to vehicles pulling all sorts of trailers, including caravans and horseboxes. Question 43. What should you expect if you see this sign ahead? A. The road will go steeply uphill. B. The road will go steeply downhill. C. The road will bend sharply to the left. D. The road will bend sharply to the right. The correct answer is C. The road will bend sharply to the left. Explanation: this sign indicates that the road will bend sharply to the left. Slow down in plenty of time and select the correct gear before you start to turn. Braking hard and late, while also sharply changing direction, is likely to cause a skid. Question 44. What does this sign mean? A. Maximum speed limit with traffic calming. B. Minimum speed limit with traffic calming. C. 20 cars only parking zone. D. Only 20 cars allowed at any one time. The correct answer is A. Maximum speed limit with traffic calming. Explanation: if you're in a place where there are likely to be pedestrians, for example outside a school, near a park, in a residential area, or in a shopping area, you should be cautious and keep your speed down. Many local authorities have taken steps to slow traffic down by creating traffic calming measures such as road humps. They're there for a reason. Slow down. Question 45. What does this sign mean? A. Bend to the right. B. Road on the right closed. C. No traffic from the right. D. No right turn. The correct answer is D. No right turn. Explanation: the no right turn sign may be used to warn road users that there's a no entry prohibition on a road to the right ahead. Question 46. What does this sign mean? A. National speed limit applies. B. Waiting restrictions apply. C. No stopping. D. No entry. The correct answer is C. No stopping. Explanation: this is the sign for a clearway. Clearways are stretches of road where you're not allowed to stop unless it's an emergency. Stopping where these restrictions apply may be dangerous and is likely to cause an obstruction. Restrictions might apply for several miles, and this may be indicated on the sign. Question 47. What does this sign mean? A. Wait at the barriers. B. Wait at the crossroads. C. Give way to trams. D. Give way to farm vehicles. The correct answer is C. Give way to trams. Explanation. Obey the give way signs. Trams are unable to steer around you if you misjudge when it's safe to enter the junction. Question 48. What does this sign mean? A. Hump bridge. B. Humps in the road. C. Entrance to tunnel. D. Soft verges. The correct answer is B. Humps in the road. Explanation. These humps have been put in place to slow the traffic down. They're usually found in residential areas. Slow down to an appropriate speed. Question 49. What does this sign mean? A. T-junction. B. No-through road. C. Telephone box ahead. D. Toilet ahead. The correct answer is B. No-through road. Explanation. You will not be able to find a through route to another road. Use this road only for access. Question 50. What does this sign mean? A. Quayside or riverbank. B. Steep hill downwards. C. Uneven road surface. D. Road liable to flooding. The correct answer is A. Quayside or riverbank. Explanation. You should be careful in these locations, as the road surface is likely to be wet and slippery. There may be a steep drop to the water, and there may not be a barrier along the edge of the road.